Good morning, Chaverim. Chaye Moharan, Resh Samichet, 265. It's 268. I'm sorry. Resh Samichet. Amar ani yachol lekabel mamon harbe. Rabbeinu said that he is able to get money, a lot of money, bili shiur, without limits, velo yeh etzli shum shinui, and you will not see a change in me. כי דרך האדם שיגיע לידו ממון, בפרט ממון הרבה, we all have seen somebody has come into money, normal amounts, and especially big amounts. נשתנה פניו ונעשים אצלו שינויים. A person won a lottery, person struck it rich, Bitcoin. You see that as soon as he hears the news that he got the money, there's a change by him in his facial expression. And not only his facial expression, his demeanor and his way of acting, his interactions and his relationships, everything changes. אבל אצלי, אפילו אם יקבל סך עצום בפעם אחת, I win $1 billion, a huge amount of money in one moment, and אצלי שום שינוי כלל. You will see no change in me. שבעתי בשמו שאמר שקבלת ממון שלו הוא חידוש אצל השם יתברך בין החידושים שישנו יתברך. The way that Rabbeinu interaction with money is even a chidush by Hashem that he has in the world certain chidushim. You know, you have a kid, he's an extra singer. You have a daughter, she's a big balat ches. It's a chidush. So Hashem has also chidushim. He has people who are extravagant, who are out of the ordinary. Rabbeinu, in the way that his interaction with money is one of Hashem's chidushim. כי יש אצל השם יתברך כמה חידושים. קבלת ממון שלו הוא חידוש אצל השם יתברך בין החידושים שלו. What is Rabbeinu saying here? What is Rav Nosson writing? In general, in God we trust or in the dollar we trust? Chazal say, if you have what to eat today, and you think about what you can eat tomorrow, you're a person that has a small amount of emunah. Simple pshat is that you have today, you're already thinking about tomorrow. Hashem gave you today, He's going to give you tomorrow. What do you have to think about tomorrow? But the bigger chiddush is that, why are you so secure about today? Who said you're going to eat today? If you have what today and you're only worried about tomorrow, then you really don't understand the thing. Because that means that you're somech on the food in your fridge to eat. Who said you're going to eat that food in the fridge? I have money in the bank, so I'm good today. I know what's going to be next month. But right now I have the monthly expenses, so I'm good this month. And what's going to be with you next month? I don't know what's going to be, I'm worried. That's a mistake. Who said that the money you have in your account now you're going to be able to use it? There's Zohar of Leshonot of the Tanaim, then when they would have food in front of them, they would pray to Hashem for food. Let me eat the food. The food is in front of you, why not eat it? Because you have to realize that every single second that you are breathing, every single second that you're able to take some food into your mouth and chew it and digest it, that is a gift from Hashem, and you are dependent on Him every second. So the more you realize every single second your dependence on God for everything, every breath and every movement and every thought and every swallowing of saliva that gives you a little bit of moisture in your mouth, if you realize that all that you're dependent on Him, you're not dependent on money. So then money's not going to change anything really. So Rabbeinu's level of bitachon was so great, his trust in Hashem was so great, that money was no difference for him. Money for us is like it's a way of hiding Hashem's interaction with us. That's all it is.
Did you have money?
Rabbeinu had a lot of money. Rabbeinu had money. And Rabbeinu said that the Baal Shem Tov would give away all his money every day. You know that? Because Baal Shem Tov, in order to work on his level of bitachon, he would wake up every day with no money in order to make sure that he works on this aspect to realize that I'm not trusting the dollar, I'm trusting Hashem. So if I have no money, for sure I can't trust in the dollar. So I'll give away everything every day to wake up and start fresh. How's Hashem going to take care of me? Once the Baal Shem Tov needed money, he knocked on the door and he left. He just knocked and left. So the person came out and said, what do you need? He said, nothing. He said, what do you mean? You knocked for something? He said, no, nothing. He ran down. He was already gone. So they came to him and said, you need something? He says, no, that's my ishtadut. Every day I have to do some ishtadut for money. That was my ishtadut. I don't have to wait to see if you're going to give me or not. There was one tzaddik, I think he would buy one lotto ticket every year. He wouldn't win. But if Hashem wants to give me money and I have to do my part, everything is it's a joke. Hashem is the one that gives parnasah all the time. It doesn't have to do with me actually making money. Isn't it a joke? Hashem is sustaining you every second and creating the world every second and maintaining everything perfectly, and as if I'm going to make my money. It's a joke. But we have to cover up the miracle by putting some ishtadut, and Hashem wants that arena of free choice where you're going to be exercising your honesty and your loyalty and your faith, and you're going to stop for Shabbat and all the halachot that are involved. You're not going to steal, you're not going to cheat, and all that. Hashem wants that. So that's why He's going to read. But if you're busy with Torah and Avodat Hashem, it's fine, right? You don't need to be so busy with making money because you're doing the good anyways. Most people, if you have tons of money, they're not going to do anything. They're going to go crazy. So it's not good for them to have a lot of money because they're going to ruin themselves. So we give them what they need all the time and to keep them in check. But if you're learning Torah all the time, you don't need to have to go work for your money because you're doing what Hashem wants you to do. But you have to have some small ishtadut. So the Baal Shem Tov, small ishtadut every day was knocking on the door. That's it. But after that, I don't have to do anything. And so the Baal Shem Tov work on it. Rabbeinu said, I have a higher level. That I'm able to hold the money and I'm still able to realize that everything that's going on is from him and not the money. And he proved that Avraham Avinu, Yitzchak, and Yaakov all had money. They had money, so they were able to hold the money. Holding the money is a higher level. To hold the money and still realize that it's Hashem doing. When you go to the groceries and you tap your card, that's not you buying. Hashem is giving you bags of food to bring home. Understand? When you get a check from your boss, or a customer comes in, it's Hashem giving you that. So that Rabbeinu was on such a great level that the money had no difference in him. And now I'm going to get something, now I'm not going to get something. Everything that I'm going to have is only from Hashem. It's like they speak about the kings of Israel. So the Gemara speaks about a king that would go fight the wars. Another one that would go to sleep. The one going to sleep, Chizkiyahu Melech, he said, I'm not on the level of bitachon to fight. David Melech can go fight. I can't fight. Because if I fight, I'm going to think that I won. So I'm going to go to sleep, and you're going to fight the war. And he would wake up, and suddenly everybody passed away with the Malach. They came and and killed everybody, a few hundred thousand people. So I'm not on the level to fight and actually attribute it to you. So I'm not going to fight. I'm not on the level to have money. Because if I have money, it's going to... Or you have somebody's able, like David Melech, able to kill the enemy and realize it's not him doing it, it's Hashem doing it. It's a huge level. So the stories of tzaddikim, their interaction with money. I heard a story. I haven't verified this true, but I heard a story of a big tzaddik, the Rav Zatzal. And I heard this story like this many years ago, 25 years ago, and I heard from somebody that's not around anymore, hard for me to verify. And I don't know if it's true, but on the Rav, it could be true. That once somebody came to him with, I think it was $40,000 or $50,000 US, 25 years ago, about tshuva, gives them the money. I said, what is this donation? How do you have this? A guy learning in Kola, what do you have, 50,000? I said, before tshuva, I was doing some shady things. Not sure what it was, this or that. You can fill in the blank. And so I don't want to hold on to money. I'm giving it to the yeshiva. So the Rav said, this is not good money. This is an atomic bomb. It's a time bomb. This is on a ticker. Whoever gets this money, there's no blessings that comes from this money. So he said, what should I do with it? I said, burn it. He said, burn it? Burn $50,000, burn 50,000. I said, I can't burn it. And so the guy told me, the Rav said, I can burn it. He Pashut got a bowl, metal bowl, and he burned $50,000. If you believe in money, you can't do that. If you don't believe in money, believe in Hashem. It's easy to do that. It's not even a test. It's not even hard. I'm sure some of you would do that also. If you know that this money is going to bring problems. If you buy food with this money, what's going to cost you? If you pay your mortgage with this money, what's going to happen to the house? If you send your kids to school, what's going to happen to school with this money? It's not going to give any blessings. People don't realize that. It's not a hard test. That's why I believe the Rav could do that, no problem. Did I really hear it from him or somebody real close to me?
I heard it also.
You heard the story
Yeah.
also? Maybe it was
I heard
from
that
me.
he saw the color of the money was black.
Oh yeah?
That there's colors that are attributed to different things, and he saw black, and he knew it was bad money, so they burnt it.
The story is Satmar Rebbe, that a nephew came to get money for, he would give out a lot of money for Chatanim. So he gave him a small amount. So he complained. He said, why do you give all the other people so much money? You don't give me. You give me such a little amount. Everybody else you're giving tons of money. He says, oh, you want that kind of money? Here's, open the drawer, take as much as you want. What I gave you is from this stack. You want from that stack? Take as much as you want. Take as much as you want. This is pure money. The tzaddik can see the purity of the person, how he raised it, how he made the money. He was honest, he stopped Shabbat, he stopped for Mincha, he didn't trick anybody, he gave them maser on it. He sees the purity of the money. And this one, people are, okay, it's money, but how do they make it? I'm not saying it's asur, but it's not the same blessings as this one. Take this one, you're going to do much better with it. I'd rather get that little pack from the Satmar Rebbe that buy my house with it, but invest in it and have all this money, which can be balber dadat. Rabbeinu was a chidush. They say by Rav Nosson also. Rav Nosson many times he didn't have any money for Pesach. Kipshuto, no money for Pesach. Not like today, no money with this visa. No money, no food, no fridge. And they would say by Rav Nosson, the only time the shinui on his face was between before Eid Bodedut and after Eid Bodedut, but not before he got the money and after the money. I'll explain. When he would go, he didn't have money for Pesach, so he'd go to Eid Bodedut. How he left Eid Bodedut, you could sense a little sense of a lack or maybe a worry, a touch. When he came back, you felt a composure and a shuvadat and a confidence and a bitachon. Not everything's fine. Artie took care of it. When later his Talmidim would remember of Nosson and bring him wagzams of food, when he got the food and the family's like, yay! He didn't flinch. Meaning, I already got the Yeshua before. I knew it was coming. Hashem's taking care. So the difference of a Breslover is in the Bodedut, not when you get the money. If you need something, go ask Hashem for it. You're supposed to get it, you're going to get it. If it's not good for you, ask Hashem also to give you the frame of mind to realize, Hashem, I feel like I need this. Maybe it's not good for me. Give me the thoughts to realize why maybe it's better not. Shenizkeh, Beruchim to you.